Hello and welcome to week 2, year 2023. This is Bill Dube and we're having a great time. It's echoes because I love to have echoes on the broadcast. And camp week. I'm so excited. I've been going like crazy trying to get ready for camping this week. And it's supposed to be raining, so that should be fun. And Jason, it's you set a reminder with Alexa so you won't miss live. Thank you so much, Jason. And by the way, just to add on for there, everybody should check out Jason's channel. He's got such great product reviews and everything else. And here's a link to Jason's channel because I'm actually organized today, I hope. It should be in there. And like I said, 5 crazy things we're going to be doing, and I'm going to be settling down. You'd think I was taking speed or something, but I'm not. But I'm drinking a lot of good water and hibiscus tea. I've started on a hibiscus tea kick. Why do I like hibiscus tea? One, it's bitter, so I can taste it. And the other thing is I can usually fill up my tea ball with hibiscus tea and use it about 3 times before it gets to the point where I can't taste the tea anymore. Whereas with black tea, I find that, 1, 2 pours max, you're done. And well, you got a fantastic channel, and so does Bridget. Bridget's going to be having some videos on her channel soon, and she's my daughter, by the way. And let's see, 5 crazy things. I should start out. One of the crazy things, and these things are great. And by the way, is the music loud enough? Field manual. Oh boy, whoa, green does not show up well in the dark. And what this is this is a waterproof field manual. Military started using these, and then they went with commercial. And it's basically waxed paper. But the nice thing about it is it's infused and you can write on it even in the rain. I haven't tried it. It's probably with pencil, but who knows? That is share number 1. Share number 2, if I can find them today, is this. Now, one of the other things is I like to do modular camping. And I've already shared my modular boxes, and I got one of them in here because I'm working on getting my new tent organized. These are just little packets, and they have stick them on the back, and you can fit a 3x5 card in there. And this is the new card for my new tent. And also my new sleeping bag, my new sleeping pad. Now, the advantage I have with 2 pads is one is an air pad and one is a foam pad. If the air pad fails, I have the foam pad as a backup. That's share number 2 is envelopes, I guess you could call them, or, basically storage things. Share number 3, speak into the microphone. It's that little thing that's out of the way right here. This is for camera stuff, but basically to hold camera chips, the storage chips. See that little storage chip right over there? There it is. Anyways, that's what that is. Let's see. We have hibiscus bush. Haven't made any tea yet. Wow. Well, I don't have a bush, but I do have a couple of pounds of that stuff, and it is potent and it will do well. When I did spice bush tea, I think it is, years ago, back when I was in college in dendrology, and the teacher went and he pointed over here to a tree and he said, this is spice bush tea, and I mean spice bush. And so what I did, you clip the leaves, you let them dry, and then you make tea. You don't even have to wait for them to dry, actually, but it's better to let them dry. So that was share number 3. Share number 4, I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Except I don't even have it in here. Yes, I do. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm so excited that Uncle Bill saves containers. I've already shared this. This is a hard drive container, but this is share number 3, which you can get a closet or space in your house where you take things that you find and you know you're going to use them someday. And I have a whole house full of that stuff. That's probably why my house looks like a hoarder house. Now, this, I was so excited today because I went and I said, okay, well, what is this, 3 or 4? I can't remember, but we're, here's 5 if you want. This actually is a thermometer and a hydrometer. It measures both the temperature, high and low, and the hydrometer, high and low. So how much moisture is in the air and how much is you're going to freeze. Now, seeing as Uncle Bill can't wake up very well, he also has a timer, the same timer that I forgot. Oh, yeah, I did set it. Good. To remind me about time. Uncle Bill would lose track of time if he didn't have a timer. Today, we are going to have, I know what I forgot to put in there. I forgot to put www.sendfox.com/Bill Dube. Now, that is my sign-up page so that you can get my weekly mailer. If you are on my weekly mailing, I have already sent out the Melon broadcast invite to this Melon broadcast. And those who are with me live, seeing as we have such a plethora of people here today, I will put it in the chat too, but this is for signing up for in the future. I'm going to try, well, we're not going to try, we're going to stress Melon and see how much we can have in the after broadcast party. And I'm supposed to have 12 spots that can go into Melon. I don't know if it's 12 or 13, but we'll see how well it works. Now, the other thing I didn't show in here, and this will be 5, 6, or 7, whatever. It's always good to have a pen. These are new pens that I got on Amazon. I didn't put the link in the broadcast, but if anybody's interested, I got 4 of these stainless steel pens. Let's see, will it focus? I don't know. There we go. Lin Fang pens. You can get 4 stainless steel Lin Fang pens with refills on Amazon. I got them for $8.50 something cents or something like that. And I was really happy. Oh, Andrew's in here. Andrew, I am so sorry I missed you when you came in here. And everybody should check out Andrew's Simple Cooking. And I got it all set up today because I want links for everybody to be in the broadcast. And Bridget, if I miss anybody, and is Uncle Al in here? Whoever I miss, Bridget, you're in charge of making sure that their link to their channel gets put into the broadcast. Now, these are $8.50. They're good to have while you're camping so you can take notes. And I think that's everything. I'm really excited. I'm going up to Lake Dixon. That should be fun. It's just outside of Escondido this week. And did anybody answer me whether the music is okay? Because I can never tell with the volume because Uncle Bill has tinnitus like wicked. And I need some more. You can tell I even, it's a good thing I have short hair because it is a mess. Now, inside my tent, I also have, but I forgot to bring it. It helps to modularize things. You see how this part here is all circled? Well, that is because It's a whole bunch of objects that are inside of a red backpack that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, one of my favorite stores. I think I've shared these little backpacks that you can get for $1.25. It's good to modularize when you go camping, and it's also good to use bright colors. For some reason, over the years, we've gotten to the point where, everything's made out of black. It's black this, black that, black that. And that's fine, but when you're in a tent in the dark or in low lighting, and as a matter of fact, the new camp tent that I got, which is one of those pop-up tents, it's what they call a daylight tent or dark out tent because it blocks out most of the sun during the day, and that's nice for sleeping. Check out Andrew's Simple Cooking, great channel. Check out That Hobby for reviews. And also, if you're looking to get something on Amazon, a lot of the products all of the products that he reviews, you can check out his links because that would help him and help his store. And Andrew, do you have any affiliate links yet on your channel? Because that would help. And I think a couple other, I got one of the biggest things that I was going to share today, and I'm going to break it out right now because I forgot about this. Oh, this is something that, now it's a little heavy, and if I hold it over the keyboard, I'm probably going to drop something on my keyboard. But what this is this is a knife storage for your knife collections or for people that like knives like myself. Now, I'm going to try, actually, I'm going to do it like this. I got some Gerber, wait a second, bring it up higher. Gerber, M-Tech. These are Kershaw knife that was before, and has elastic, and then here's a SOG knife that's a neck knife that you can bring with you. Also, and then over on this side we have some, and then here's a Smith & Wesson knife that doesn't, you can just click it right out. This is, some knives are kind of funny because and then here's from back in my days in the Navy, from the ship's store, and it's upside down, isn't it? USS Anchorage, LSD 36. That was my second ship that I was on in the Navy. Now this knife I have kind of tricked out. It's just a normal, $10 knife. It has a liner lock to it, a cheap liner lock. But watch this. This is not a speed open or anything, but because it's so loose, I can just go like that and it's open. Well, anyways, that's all my little tools and tricks and tips. And now for camping, one of the things that you can do, I got all sorts of little tips. Now, for instance, this is the tent box. This is all the stuff that goes inside my tent. A sleeping bag, sleeping pad, foam, a Big Agnes pad, which is air, and then in the red backpack, that small one from the Dollar Tree, inside of there is a sleeping bag liner so that I don't get my sleeping bag dirty, an air pillow cover, pillowcase, sew kit, some spare line, because you can never have enough line. It's good to have line everywhere. Line everywhere. And you don't want to try to drink it. All right, and then first aid kit. Now I have two camp tables, and I like those because they're compact. 6 watching, 3 likes, yay! And Die Bullfrog, Uncle Al, I'm sorry I didn't catch you when you came in here. I got distracted, so I'm gonna go like this and go like this. And thank you for all the likes, everybody. And thank you for Uncle Al for helping me out on the broadcast, along with Bridget and everybody else. And yeah, I've been very... Now, one thing that I'm also going to do after the broadcast, I haven't done this yet. These are great along the side of the box, and they're good for while you're packing. But here's a little tip that I just figured out myself, because I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes. If you take one of these and you make a copy of it and then keep it in your 3x5 time management pouch, you can have that with you so you don't have to go to the box to figure out where everything is. Just open up your little pouch. So that's that. And where was I? 2 iCamp aluminum camp tables. They're really small too. They're nice little things. A dustpan with a broom. Always good to have a small tent dustpan when you're camping. And then most important, in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning when it's cold and it's snowing and raining, is a 1-quart mason jar with a lid, screw lid. And we all know what that's for, so I won't go into it. And a padded blanket for extra insulation, a fan light. I have a combination fan and light, which I showed, I think, last time or whatever. And then I have some extra tent stakes. That's all of the stuff in the tent box. And another time, I'll go over the camp box, which has all of the stuff for making the camp and doesn't have the tent in it. Now, the tent box used to have the tent in it when it could fold up small. The Quechua tent is a big round tent with its own bag, and it ain't gonna fit in a box. So that stays outside of the box now. And camping, you always want to be prepared camping. If you want to read book, which I'm in the process of reading. I'm not a real super fan of the book, but my friend of mine that I grew up with says, you gotta read this book, Bill. It's called The River of Doubt. I can't remember the author's name, but it's about President Roosevelt going down a river in Argentina called the River of Doubt. And it goes in some other countries in South America. And you couldn't have made more mistakes on taking a trip. And not only that, they were actually going in uncharted waters with a large party. It's an interesting read so far. I'll tell you first off, the things that I don't like about it. One, the author takes so many side trips that it makes me want to just jump through and choke her. And not only that, it's very repetitious on the side trips. Like, for example, there's a character, Argentine colonel called Colonel Rondon, and he had many bad experiences with famine with his troops and doing this in the jungle and doing the telegraph wires and stuff. But the problem is she gives the same story over and over and over and over. Hey, I only need it once. That's enough. Or maybe twice at most for repetition. But when you get up on 4, it's kind of like an Uncle Bill 5 crazy things. But even that, I try to make it so that the 5 crazy things never repeat. And unfortunately, it's kind of tough when you're doing 5 crazy things. And believe it or not, this is coming on the second year of doing 5 crazy things. Am I missing anything, Bridget? All right, so where is my other chat? Because I had one over here too. There we go. And Virginia. Oh, I thought I saw her name. Anyways, I got Andrew, I got Uncle Al, I got Bridget. and whoever else is in there that isn't typing into chat, because if you don't type into chat, I don't see you. If anybody's got a question about camping, I don't see it because they aren't asking it. Hopefully I'm not talking to myself. I've done that before and had the broadcast cut off. Now with Melon, one thing that you have to remember is this is a weird thing with this platform. If you get Melon, make sure that you don't do a shortcut, which is the shortcut that I figured out. Just a second. I'm sorry that I have to drink so much, but the thing is my mouth gets very dry. How do you camp in the snow? Okay, Bridget. Well, that's a good question. Camping in the snow is a specialty camping thing to do. One thing is you need a 4-season tent. You might be able to get away with a 3-season tent, but a summer tent, you don't want to do that. And a big thing with camping in the snow is don't eat that yellow snow. But seriously, find a place that has, first off, you need equipment that goes in the snow. Now, most of my stuff, like all of my tent stakes, none of them would be able to be used in snow camping because you need either a freestanding tent that you could anchor down with weight, or you need real snow stakes. What they look like is like a shovel, and you put those into the snow, and you can do research by going on YouTube. There actually are people that specialize in snow camping, believe it or not, and do a lot of camping. Most of my camping has been during the summer. As a matter of fact, that was one of the things that on the River of Doubt, the guy who had outfitted the expedition, which was in tropics, had done nothing but Arctic camping. And Arctic camping and tropic camping are two different animals altogether. Now, most of what I remember from camping in the winter is you don't want to seal your tent up tight, because if you seal your tent up tight, you'll get condensation on the inside and you'll actually have a snowstorm on the inside. I don't use a stove on the inside of my tent, but there are tents that are specially designed for winter camping. They're called hot tents, and that would be something that I would research if I was going to go camping out in the snow for an extended period of time. Also, with camping in the snow, you would want to have maps of wherever you're going, because you would want to make sure that you're not camping on an area where you might fall through and be in a pond or something like that. If you see trees and there's no trees around for an extended period of time, in a nice big circle, odds are you're on a lake or in an open field which has been cleared out. And if you're in the wilderness, the odds are higher that you're on a lake and not in a cleared out field, because there's nobody there to clear it out. Just a lot of best thing to do camping anywhere is research the area and then, go. You might do an exploratory trip before you go camping, especially for winter camping. I would probably try to go there during the summer or when there isn't snow on the ground, so that you know exactly where you're going. I hope that helps. And if you have any more questions, feel free to pop them into the chat. And I love you all. It's been fun. Let's see. And so my camping is going to be probably rain camping. And this is the first time in a long time Uncle Bill's been out in the rain camping. If it's one thing I hate, is camping in the rain, or snow for that matter, but mostly in the rain. I don't like to get cold, and I find that as I get older, I don't like to get cold even more so. One of the things that I've done this year is I took a vow. Thank you, Bridget. Is I took a vow. Uncle Bill will no longer get cold camping. I've bought a down jacket, lightweight down parka, down pants, down socks. The only thing I don't have down is probably a down hat. And I finally realized after camping for 2 years with the CPAP in the winter is they have this moisture thing for, I got to turn that off. This drives me crazy. Just a little bit loud. And with my tinnitus, it just kind of had my whole head was like having a hard time thinking there. But with a CPAP, the mini CPAPs, they come with this little moisture thing that's supposed to like make it so that your mouth doesn't get so dry. It doesn't matter with my mouth, it's always dry. And during winter camping, what happens is that condensation actually starts to drip. And because the placement of it is like 6 inches away from your mouth, it drips all over your face during the night. I finally got the epiphany, just take the thing out. And I have done that, and it makes a big difference winter camping. I no longer get dripped on with cold drip all night long. And the joys of having, have a teardrop trailer. Yeah, that's the way to go. I mean, my cousin started off trailering. She used what they call, now I'm going to forget, not teardrop. It's called a tab. Tab trailer, and their teardrop. And not only that, the big selling point of the tab trailers were the fact that one person could unhitch the thing, move it around, and maneuver it without the aid of somebody else. So you could actually take this thing off by yourself. I don't know how well my Honda Fit, which is a really teeny tiny car, would work trailering around a tab trailer. So anyways, if you all have, I'll put the link in the broadcast because I was going to do that. For the after, if you guys want to talk and just hang out, we're having an after party right after we close down the broadcast, because that's kind of a really fun thing to do. And we are into the last minute of the broadcast. If anybody's got any urgent questions about camping. Also, great thing to bring camping is a propane fire pit if you want to lug it, because at Dixon Lake, they don't allow fires other than charcoal. No, not even. It's charcoal or propane. Where's the party? The party's online right here, right now, because I'm going to end the stream. I've had a great time. Thanks for all the questions, and I love you all. Have a very super happy, make every day this side of the dirt great. Love you all. Bye-bye. And I got to hit it twice. Yeah.